How are you?
I'm so excited to talk.
Yeah, likewise. It's good to officially meet you here live. I know you've been chatting with Maddie,
Yeah,
and she's been saying wonderful things about you. So it's
glad to hear.
nice to meet you here face to face live, um, and to be doing this for the community. How are things going?
Yeah, things are going really good. Also really excited for this call and for this opportunity to just really build a deeper sense of community, especially with everything that I do. I do a little bit more of like holistic sense when it comes to like personal training. So I just felt like this was like a really good opportunity for me to really be in alignment with like what I do and with what you guys do. So I'm really excited for this opportunity to partner and create some magic together. But yeah, everything in my world is pretty good. I'm living in France right now, and we're just
Oh,
trying to explore new opportunities to, again, just create community because I feel like that's the thing I am like lacking in this on the opposite side of the world right now. So, having this opportunity to be online is really awesome.
yeah. I didn't know you were in France. That's cool. Are you in
Yeah.
Paris or where?
I'm actually not. I'm more on the west side of France, so it's about like a 5 hour drive from Paris. I feel like most people wouldn't know where I'm at. It's just on this little peninsula on the west. We have the west coast. So that's good.
Okay. Yeah, I've only been to France once when I was playing soccer and was there briefly passing through, and I went to a nude beach, and that was pretty much the extent of my time in France. Um,
You went
but
to a new beach. I love that.
yeah, my whole team did, and like we all wore Speedos and everyone else was naked. But um,
Naked life is the best
yeah,
life.
it is. I mean, it is our natural state. So I am a natural advocate for that.
Me too.
But anyway, let's not go down that rabbit hole right now. uh, welcome to Awakenpedia, and thank you so much for being here, Maëva, and for giving us the opportunity to get, for the community to get to know you better and to learn about who you are, your story, what you do, why you do it, and what you'll be providing to the Awakenpedia community. Um, so maybe, if it's okay with you, I'd like to just begin by allowing you to share your story and how it's kind of led you to where you are now in context of holistic fitness and hormone balancing, the works that you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say my journey started pretty young. I was a competitive cheerleader, and I just was in love with that sport. It probably still is one of my favorite sports this day. I kind of still include it within like acro yoga and things like that. But yeah, so I started as a competitive cheerleader and I just like really pushed my bodies to extremes. Like it was very much like I was a base. I was always holding people above my head. I was doing backflips and all the all the cool stuff. And then after that, I stopped that in about eighth grade. And then I always like stayed in sports like track and field. It was pretty sportive. And then after I stopped high school, I was just like really lost in my life. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. There was a lot of pressure of like, where do you want to go to school? What do you want to do with your life? What's going to be your career? Like, you should know it all right now. And then, everything just comes to a stop. And I just was like, I felt so loaded and I was just so lost and confused that I was like, I'm just not going to go to school right now. And I just need to figure it out. And then, so you go out of high school and then you kind of just have this, like, who am I? Like, you're questioning all of these things. Like, what do I want to do with my life? You're into sports and then you just completely like stop. So then I was like, okay, what do I want to do? I need to like find something to ground me, to like guide me into a place that, feels like safe within my body, within my life. And I found yoga. And then I got super into yoga. I tend to really get like obsessed with like the one thing I'm doing when it comes to like activities and exercise. And at that time it was yoga because it brought me back into like my cheerleading days where yeah, I still do love to do like handstands, and I would really go into like power yoga, hot yoga, just like the really intense side of yoga. And I found myself like following a lot of influencers who were just doing like crazy things, like contortionist things with their body. And I was like, I want to look like that. Like, I want my Instagram to look like that. And I just ended up like hurting myself. I'd have really bad back pain and I just was like, yeah, just in a lot of pain. So I just decided to like take a step back from that. And then I got more into mobility work, which is working more with like the joints, prepping your joints, um, and also strength training. So I started to, again, so like more obsessed on that side of things. I would go to the gym and I would like start with mobility, and then I would do my strength training practice, and then I would like go into these deeper stretches and do some yoga and my handstands, and I found myself feeling like a lot better in my body. And from there, so that's like my personal journey. And then I was like, okay, well, I love what I do. This is like something that I know that I love and that I can spread to other people. So I decided to become a personal trainer. And then I started to work at Equinox, if you're familiar with Equinox. It's a pretty like nice higher class gym. I actually did not really like it. I think to go there as a member, it's good, but to work there, yeah, I just wasn't really feeling it. You know, I just felt very like I had to wear gray and black and a name tag, and it just wasn't for me. Um, and within that, since like the gym is a little higher price and like the training is higher price, you kind of just like take whatever client you can get. And then from there, I was like, okay, I don't like this. I know I want to work just with women. Like, I just feel better around women. Like, I know how to train my body. I know how a woman's going to want to train.
Yeah.
And then I found a great opportunity through Instagram, through someone who I love dearly and has shaped my life. And her name is Nicole. And we kind of built it together with Sculpt Studios. So that is a female focused studio in Royal Oak in Michigan. And we, yeah, just really built like an amazing team. We've built an amazing community of like clients, and like the studio's pink gold barbells, pink plates, like everything was just very feminine. And I just really found like my calling in that sense. Like I felt so like in love with what I was doing at that at Skull Studios. And then from there I was like, okay, I work with just women. Like there's something that I feel like is missing, and something within my personal experience as well was the hormones. Because I just noticed I kept pushing myself, like trying to push myself into this routine, this day-to-day routine, week-to-week routine that was like the same each day, and it just like didn't serve me. I could tell that I just felt resistant sometimes, and then I would go through like this guilt loop of like, okay, I know I have this scheduled in my calendar, but I really don't want to do it today. And I could even feel that with some of my clients, and some of my clients who maybe weren't even seeing results as well because they weren't like training in a way that, you know, really supports like their hormones and their systems. So then I was like, okay, we're going to dive into, you know, hormonal health and how we can support our bodies better when it comes to, yeah, strength training, moving, yoga. So that's like my personal journey when it comes to, I guess, like fitness and how I got to where I am today. So really my main message is just to like blend everything together. And I love having this like holistic outlook on fitness, especially women's fitness, where we can kind of blend everything in and just, yeah, I just like find like that flow that really like blends everything that I love together. And one last thing I'll add is that I noticed when I was in the fitness space, which I still am, but like when I was in the fitness space, it was very like masculine. And also like the spiritual side of it too. Like you don't really get that side of when you go into the gym. You're not really feeling like, okay, this is like a spiritual practice.
Yeah.
And I really love that side of the yoga. So again, like I love to just bring all that together, just having like that feminine flow, like that nurturing sense to fitness. And it doesn't have to be like 100% hardcore, like let's get ripped. Like we can just work out to feel our best and to feel good. It's not so much about what we look like. We can be in the gym and wear pink and not have to lift the heaviest weights, but if you want to, go ahead. So yeah, I just like being able to blend everything together and like the holistic side of things. And I also think that this is going to be a good opportunity for me to even like deepen that that part of what I do, the spiritual side. So
Yeah,
yeah.
amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all of that, and providing it from your view on how you see this entire fitness journey. And I think you touched on a variety of things that are really interesting. And I want to say, I love the passion. I love the obsession. I share the same intensity and zest for my work and creations, and bringing that, I call it love. It's just passionate love into what we do and what we create. And it serves people. That's the fuel and the energy. So I love it. And never lose it. That's your light, right? Um,
Yeah.
and I think, how your personal journey has evolved is so indicative of where the world is evolving today. Old school, classic physical bodybuilding, toxic masculinity, the idea of just, taking roids and getting as ripped as you can to look good, is old age primal behavior that no longer is a predominant interest of healthy seeking people, and health of the new age. So I think your approach from a holistic perspective, that's incorporating hormonal balancing, that's looking at health from a more holistic sense, not just the body but your mind and your spirit, and tying those all together, it's so important. It's physical fitness 2.0 of the new age, that is looking at you for the totality of the being that you are, not just some mold of clay that you're trying to sculpt to get 25-inch biceps, And yeah, so I really appreciate your style, your focus, how you're going about it, and the energy you bring into this. So it's nice to hear it and to feel that from you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk a bit about your offerings specifically. Like, what now do you do? What do you offer services wise? How do you see that expanding as well into the future?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. And even for something for me to ponder on, I think I'm always thinking about this question. For right now, so I have a 90-day program. And it is called Fit Feminine Flow Method. So basically, this is like a 90-day program that you're able to sync your cycle to your fitness. So that comes as well as not just like the physical side of it, but also like what you're eating. So nourishing our bodies in a way that really like fuels and supports where we are at each month. So it is for women. My program is for women. And basically just take a deeper look at your hormones. So this is like a really great program for women who might have like symptoms within their periods, who like it is really, they're struggling within, their cycle, and they have really bad PMS symptoms and things like that, which could be a topic to talk about. But personally, we're women. Everybody has women in their lives, so it's good to talk about it and just like create like awareness and education around this topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's basically take a deeper look into your hormones, looking at your PMS symptoms, things like that, seeing what we need to like shift in order to get you to feeling your best. And that also comes within like the fitness side of it as well. So just programming that's aligned with your cycle. Not that like the fitness part of it is going to like fix your hormones, because that's like such an outside factor, but it is a way to just really like support your energy systems throughout each month. But then when it comes to the nutrition side of it, that's where we get to really like do the work, because that's what we're putting into our body. And obviously, nutrition is food is fuel. So that's where we get to look and where we really get to start to balance the hormones. So depending on like what your symptoms are, we get to take a deeper look at, okay, like what is a symptom like stemming from, and then how can we like implement different nutrients in order to kind of lessen the symptoms and making your month just feel like seamless and like fluid. And then, yeah, the fitness part of it, just making, making sure you're feeling good, staying active. So this program is really about like hormone. It's kind of, I always want to go on loops with this. So kind of a loaded question, because also like every body is different. So there's really not one, size fits all to this. But yeah, so basically I wanted to blend hormonal health, fitness, and then just having like accountability within a coach and everything like that. And then, so that's like my main offering. I'm definitely looking to, have like more like hormonal guides to just, so you don't have to, buy my coaching. You can also just like buy the guides, things like that. So a lot of things brewing in my head. Yeah. And then I'm also doing a Fall in Love with Movement fall fitness challenge. So I did it for fall, and this is just a 30-day, 30 days of movement fitness challenge. So this is just gonna be really simple, really basic. I didn't want to like overcomplicate it. I just wanted something to really bring together community, something to keep us aligned with our fitness goals, and then just have accountability, have fun. I'm gonna be giving away some prizes.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say that's about it.
Yeah,
I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you did, of course. There's no wrong answers, Maëva, ever.
This is true. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. No, what you're sharing is beautiful. Your energy is what's speaking anyway. So what you say is secondary. But I want to hear more about this fall challenge, because it's coming up, right? October 1st, I believe. So it's in a few days, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
So tell us just a bit more, if you can, about what that is and what people could expect through that, just in terms of joining the program.
Yeah. So basically, for this challenge, so it's 30 days of movement. So I'm not building out the program for you. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to have a weekly call on Sunday, and this is just for prepping and planning your week. So you get to choose like what you're doing for movement each day. And of course, when it comes, this is also for the girls. So I put in like, you're gonna have a PDF, a little workbook that I created to hold you accountable. It also has like journal prompts that I made that comes within like bringing the mental, the emotional, and the physical side of like the journey as well. And then opportunity for reflection on this call, and then just community, being able to just kind of all get together and chat and stuff. So that's gonna be good. And then what else is in it? So basically the variety of movement, that's what I want to talk about, is like the variety of movement. So you get to choose the movement that you do, and then I'm here as your coach to hold you accountable and succeeding within that, and also making it sustainable and making it something that you're going to be able to achieve, because again, within the cycles and everything like that, you're not going to want to go for a mile run every single day. So the point of the challenge is to find what movements you love, what movements feel like serve you each day. So it's kind of just like an opportunity to really like explore your body, explore in also like your lifestyle and what you are able to commit to. I'm asking the people to commit for at least 30 minutes of movement every day. So it could be like a walk, it could be Pilates, it could be yoga, it could be strength training. So really it's just like the opportunity is to check in with yourself each week on Sunday and kind of see like, okay, where am I at in my cycle? Where am I at in my life? What can I commit to this week? And how can I set goals that I'm going to actually achieve? And I think that's and then at the end, we're going to do prizes. So I'm giving away 1 free month of coaching with me for, the girls who are consistent. Yeah, I'm going to do 1 free month of coaching with me. It's online coaching. So everyone's going to be just put into like a raffle. And then I'm also, I paired up with a dear friend of mine, Jackie, and she does like a blessing butter, which is a beef tallow moisturizer, which is honestly, it's great. I've been using it for a year, and I would say my skin's pretty good for the most part. But yeah, I really like the beef towel, so we're doing a giveaway there. And any other giveaways that might pop up between now and then. But
You could,
the challenge is $30. For the Awakenpedia members, I am doing half off. So $15 for this challenge if anybody wants to join it. And honestly, the only reason why I'm charging, I was questioning if I should charge or not, but I decided yes, because when you pay for something, you commit to it. So a lot of the times with challenges and when something's free, you're like, okay, I didn't do it. It doesn't really matter. I didn't give anything to it. So that's the only reason why I am charging for it. And I just really stand behind that. So everything's just working out perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got me thinking here now. And I'd be happy, by the way, Maëva, we can add a free annual membership to Awakenpedia as one of the prizes. If you want to coordinate that, something just to,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think that could be cool.
Perfect.
And appreciated by the people, because it's all part of this holistic health movement. It's all aligned, which is why you're here with us. But I totally agree also in terms of like when people feel like they're investing in something, in this context, it's, putting some money down, even if it's small, it's just that psychological element of, investing and therefore showing up through that investment. So I fundamentally agree with the philosophy. And I also think that in general, I want to normalize the conversation around financially rewarding, authentic spiritual services. What we're doing here, yes, it is beyond this world, but we're also in this world. And, bridging that gap between these two dimensions is an important thing to normalize. And it will be a focus topic of the new age for sure.
Yeah.
So, but really love the sound of that entire challenge. I'm going to try to get my sister in it with you because I think she'll love you and just kind of your energy, your vibe. And she's, I know, trying to get back into fitness as well. And sometimes this is like a really nice way to do that, to just streamline it, to jumpstart it, to do it with community, with womanhood, and with someone who's knowledgeable and guiding you along the way, such as yourself. So I'll certainly be getting her on board for that too. But
I love that.
Yeah, Maëva, look, I again just want to reaffirm that I really appreciate your style and your approach to this space and industry. And particularly in the context of fitness, I think you are pioneering a new space, whether you know it or not. Bringing in hormone health, hormone balancing, holistic health in this way is largely underserved. I haven't seen too much of a focus on this, as what I believe you call cycle syncing, helping to intuitively understand and connect to your own body and then incorporating that into physical movement. And so, you really are in practice embodying that mind, body, soul alignment focus, which is so important when it comes to holistic health, fitness, integrated fitness. How can we combine and optimize the different dimensions of our own existence on the level of soul, mind, body? So it's really cool. And I'm stoked that you're a part of this with us. And I really look forward to helping you build out your endeavors, your practices, and just kind of helping you further share your insight with the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for this opportunity. When I spoke to Maddie, I didn't really know what to expect, but as soon as we got on the call, we just vibed so well. And I was like, you know what? I was really needing, some kind of connection with a woman like her. And it just felt right and very aligned. So I'm really excited for this opportunity to really, again, bridge like that gap between like spirituality and like fitness, kind of coming in between the holistic sense. And I'm looking forward to creating magic together and being on your platform. And I love the work that you guys are doing as well. And I will definitely be, participating in what others have to offer. So this is great.
Yeah, big shout out to Maddie, who's been massive integral part of this entire project and creation of love. So yes, credit to her.
Go Maddie.
Go Maddie. But yeah, that's cool too, to think about as we create more partnerships, bring in more people. You know, we all like to explore different modalities ourselves. And so like, you know, we're all going to be able to support and participate in each other's offerings and really create a really aligned community in that way. And it's just the beginning too, which is the most exciting part. Awakenpedia has only been publicly around in the sense of like actually giving it a name and being online since April. So it's, you know, been 5 months or so. And it's, I'm excited to see how it all unfolds over the course of this journey. And so far it's looking really exciting. You know, I think it's taking on a nice, interesting path that surely is aligned with the intention to help people help themselves, to facilitate healing across all different modalities and dimensions of existence, mind, body, and soul.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's definitely something I'm calling in as well. Just more into my life, more of like that mindfulness, more of that, you know, that spirituality, more of these practices I honestly have never even done before. And that's what's so awesome about your platform, is that we have access to all of it for such a small, especially small price. And I am really excited for, I was telling Maddie that I love like startup things. I love things that are newer. I love when we get to like build and grow together, and it really makes it so much more meaningful and just creates a lot more impact, I believe. So really excited, and thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for seeing it too that way, and for saying that, because it's true. I think, you know, life is just so much more enlivened when you do it and share it with others in an authentic way. And that's what this is really truly about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just, you know, we're creating our own family here, and it's just all about love and healing and laughing and, you know, being the light and extending that to others who have forgotten it themselves, because we've all been in that place of darkness at various points in life, and we all could use a hand to help lift us up. And that's what this place is meant to be, you know, the light that can help lift you up when you're in the darkness. So
yeah, smiling my cheeks hurt. I'm like, I love this. I've been smiling the whole time. Oh, you guys are amazing. And yeah, so to everybody who's watching, definitely follow Wikipedia, keep up on their journey. They have a lot of things to offer. And yeah, keep up with my journey as well, as I start to kind of put more out there about hormonal health, fitness, all the good things, as we start to collaborate on offerings. Yeah, a lot of good things to come. And yes, Dimitri, je suis en France. Yeah, my French people watching.
Amazing. All right, Maëva. Well, thank you so much again for hopping on.
Yes,
you can find out more about Maëva and all her offerings and bio background in our member forum, with various booking links. And I'll be sharing more details about the October challenge on our page coming up after this later today. So
thank you so much. Yeah, and I need to post you guys on my story as well. So my audience can also benefit from your guys' services and offerings. Thank you so much, Cam. It was so nice to meet you, and hopefully one day we'll get to meet in person.
I know, yes, that'd be lovely. If I ever make it back across the pond.
I will.
But if you ever make it back east, I guess, west for you, to the States. Yeah.
Oh, I'll be back. I'll be back.
You always have a place to visit. So, all right.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Thanks again.
Bye. Thank you.